Patriots, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, baby. Let's go. 180. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready? 15, line. 15 line. Let's go one more. Get it.
Off the play fake, here's Hodges. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's Hodges again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Johnson, the intended target. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 2nd and 7, Allen, he finds his target, John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Gore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now it's Hodges. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Buffalo taking the field again here. You know, Week 14, they lost to Baltimore. It was a close game, 24-17, but despite the loss, they might have found a blueprint for slowing down the Ravens' rushing offense, specifically Lamar Jackson, who they held to 40 yards, but Baltimore collectively a season-low 118 seeding.
So what you're saying is that the rest of the league is going to be studying that tape if you have Baltimore on the schedule or you think you may deal with them in the playoffs to try and see what Buffalo did. But how about this for Buffalo? They're in the first AFC wildcard spot. New England's loss in Week 15 put them in a pretty good position because in 2 weeks, they play the Patriots in New England. Can New England possibly lose to Cincinnati? Buffalo win this week and set up the big showdown for that one? It's a lot to ask, but one can dream, can't it?
Hey, either way, even if that's not the case, as you said, Bill's in a great spot right now at 9-4. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. But wait up now, a flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Gore. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. T.J. Watt. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Gore. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Now a draw play for goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Hauschka's kick is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Well, these Pittsburgh Steelers, Charles, you got a second here while they come out for this next drive. I continue to be impressed with them. Now 3 straight wins, 8-5. They're holding on to that number 6 seed in the AFC. Remember, they started 1-4 this season. They've won 7 of 8 since then.
Mike Tomlin, their head coach, is not going to win Coach of the Year, all right, because he's been around too long, the whole deal. But would you say that the 10...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmunds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a delayed give to Gore. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter. They're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Hodges now. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go with a screen to goal. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up. On the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So we've reached the intermission. And
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bro. Lifting up, never never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and well, the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs. And
look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 16 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before. They're inside the 25. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Locke going to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Last year's MVP, Patrick Mahomes, leading the Chiefs for their next possession. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the AFC playoff picture with just 3 weeks to go. Hard to believe. Essentially, I think it's 7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens are in, looking good for the #1 seed, 11-2, essentially with a 2-game lead over the 10-3 Pats, who they beat in Week 9. Then what, we got Chiefs in the West leading right now. Texans currently ahead in the AFC South. How about that wild card picture?
Yeah, how about Buffalo? They had a tough loss at home to Baltimore, but boy, they're playing awfully well. And guess what? They go to New England next week. That game could have big ramifications. And the Steelers, how are they 8-5 on their third, maybe essentially fourth quarterback of the year since they traded Josh Dobbs in preseason? Incredible job Mike Tomlin has done as the head coach there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of leg?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Todd Davis.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver getting the football back here, Charles. Earlier we talked about Drew Lock, 2-0 in his first 2 NFL starts, and maybe his future with that franchise. You're hoping they can finish strong if you're a Denver fan, because, look, this season did not begin the way that they had hoped, but they're 5-8. If they win their last 3, it could be a 500 year all of a sudden.
Well, it's going to be a challenge to get to 500 because their next game in Kansas City against the Chiefs, then they're at home against the Lions and the Raiders, and those look to be winnable games.
And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons, 2018 being the most productive when he went over 30. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, third best in the league, and they're going again. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached... No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming up later tonight... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're going to look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds. And look at this, another fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Offense back out now for first and goal after the successful fake. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes.